Okay guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about Foot Champions Weekend League specifically, because we've just come out of the first weekend. We're about to get to the second champs now. I played a lot of accounts over last weekend and I want to talk to you guys about my experience. What I would like you to do, if possible, is just let me know what rank you got and generally how you found the experience of Foot Champs, because I'm going to be talking about some things in this video. If you enjoy it, please do leave a like and let's get into it. If you're looking for the cheapest FC26 coins to build your super team, then look no further than MMOEXP.com. You can use code JambooUK for 8% off the already cheapest coins. Okay, so let's talk about Foot Champs. Now, I don't want to get this like confused and have it, this isn't like a rant video. I'm not complaining and saying the game's awful. It's not like that at all. Like, generally speaking, I'm actually really enjoying FC26. And for me to enjoy like a FIFA game, that's actually something that's not happened in many years. So I think EA are doing a lot right with this game. But I feel like there may be some issues with champs, which I don't even know, if EA are aware of what's going on. And I want to hear your guys' opinion on a couple of things as well. So firstly, we'll start with the gameplay. Now, I've played a lot of FC26 Rivals, specifically hundreds of games, and for the most part, the gameplay that I get in Rivals is absolutely fine. I'm getting anywhere between like 15 and 30 ping. Anything more and I won't go into the game. But generally speaking, if I go into a match between 15 and 30 ping in Rivals, my gameplay is it's good. You can left stick dribble. Of course, there's moments where it feels maybe a little bit delayed at times. Whatever, that's just FIFA. But the gameplay is good. Now, in Champs, I'm going into games, and I don't know whether you guys are experiencing the same as me. The gameplay is night and day different. It genuinely feels like I'm playing a completely different title. I've not really seen too many people speaking about this. So if you share that same view, do let me know, because this isn't just like a little difference of bad gameplay. I'm talking, it is so heavy, and it is every single game as well. Like I say, it feels like I'm playing a completely different version of FC. It's so heavy, like to the point where I'm playing in Rivals and I'm playing a certain way against obviously elite division players as well. And when I go into Champs, I'm having to change the way I play because the left stick dribbling and the little crisp movements and that sort of thing are just not there. And it's really weird, and it's interesting, really, because people have said for many years that they feel like each game mode has different gameplay. Like, a lot of people say that Draft has different gameplay to other modes. And I've never really bought into it too much, and I don't know whether this Champs thing is a difference in gameplay, or whether it is like just a server issue. Because I'm getting the same ping and things like that I am in Rivals, but it's just a consistent, almost like it's meant to be there, heavy delayed gameplay. Now, the next topic we're going to talk about is the matchmaking. So, if you've been watching pro players and stuff like that, every man and his dog has hit 15-0 this week just gone. That's even a decent player. I've hit 15. I know basically everybody I know that used to compete or still competes is hitting a 15. Now, I'm not against this. I've actually seen a lot of pro players say that the matchmaking is completely broken and that it's almost random, which I agree with. I don't think I'm not feeling SBMM. Like, I don't want to be rude to people and stuff, but like I've gone into a game at 14-0 to get my 15, and I'm playing against someone who does not know how to play the game. If I'm just putting it nicely, and whether that should be the case, I'm not really too sure. I think there's somewhat a beauty in Foot Champs. I remember the way it used to be, when we had like 30, 40 games. I quite like the random element of it. And people, I know what you're going to say. Like, it's easy for me to say when I'm running a champ service. Of course, I prefer it to be easier. I guess you're somewhat right, but that's genuinely not the point I'm making. I last year there was strict SBMM in champs, okay, and it was miserable to play, miserable. Like I would get to like 6-0, and I knew from there would not be a single game left where I wasn't absolutely fighting for my life. That's not what I want to do on champs. I want to have some fun. It's 15 games, you know, once a week if you're playing one account. And I think Rivals, in my opinion, is like the mode where if you want to go and sweat and play high level or people at your level, that's the mode for it. I don't really think there's anything wrong with random matchmaking in a mode like Champs, personally. Because everybody in there is signing up to play Champs. You're all qualified, you know, Div 6 and above, and you know what you're going into. You could match a pro, you could match a Div 6 player. I think it's fine how it is. I would love to get your opinion on that. And, you know, just see where you're at. Because I had a variety of games. For the most part, I mean, at least it compared to last year, it is so much easier. You know, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So much easier. And it's just more chill. I think it makes for, like, better content. Like, I'm even going to go and do some challenges and things like that. And, you know, if you want to go in and use some different players in champs and have a bit more of a chill time, I feel like you're able to do that now. Whereas, like I say, last year, it was just miserable, absolutely miserable. And I'm sure it was the same for you guys as well. I don't think champs is a mode where if you're like 10-0, you should be always playing someone who's also 10-0. The rewards are not good enough to justify that level of difficulty, in my opinion. So, yeah, I want to get your guys' opinion on it. Overall, though, my experience with champs, I'm enjoying it way more than last year. That's probably partly because the game, in my opinion, is just better. But also a bit more chilled out matchmaking is nice. The gameplay is something that I'm concerned about because it wasn't just a one-off. It was over multiple accounts over the weekend where it's just heavy delayed gameplay. And obviously that is something that people are just fed up of, and it's not really acceptable, you know, in nearly 2026 to be loading into games and it just being heavy and sluggish. So do let me know your experience. Let me know whether you think the matchmaking should be changed to be more heavy SBMM. And I'm interested to see what EA do, because I was going into champs this weekend expecting an absolute war zone, and it just wasn't. So it almost makes me think if EA made a mistake and they're going to end up fixing the matchmaking and turning up that SBMM again. It's interesting, but we will see what they do. Guys, if you made it this far, do leave a like for me. I always like doing these discussion videos just to get your input. I love reading through the comments. So if you've made it this far, you know, drop a comment on your opinion. I will catch you on the next one. Leave a like. Appreciate you guys, and peace.